When you use a computer, what you see as a font is something that you know automatically what it's going to look like when you send it to the printer. When you create a picture, you can see exactly what it's going to look like when you send that to the printer. But in the early days of PCs, that was not the case. It was the creation of WYSIWIG. What you see is what you get, that really changed the world. Now, famously, the first computer that was marketed with WYSIWIG was the Apple Macintosh. And the Apple 1984 ad is the most famous ad in history. But, and for the record, that then went on to become what Microsoft used as an idea for Windows. That upset Steve Jobs a lot. He wanted to sue Microsoft for copying him. But if Steve Jobs were 100% honest, he'd have to admit that he stole this from Xerox. The photocopy company, you may not know this, but they actually are the ones that gave us what is today known as WYSIWIG. I think about this a lot because, one, working with a computer back then was not easy. You had no idea what it was going to look like when you sent something to the printer. Also, by the way, printers were really slow. It was even when I was in college, it was a legitimate thing to tell a professor, I've sent it to my image writer printer and it takes 7 minutes per page to print. So you'll get your paper after class. Hopefully it's done printing. The bottom line, something we take for granted now. What you see is what you get is something that in 1984, it really was revolutionary because we just never saw anything like that. When I was 13 years old, I was learning Apple assembly language, which is written in hexadecimal. Just trust me on this, it's not easy. I do wonder how my life would be different had I gone down the path of being the geek who knew how to write Apple assembly language.